What is going on, guys? Welcome back to CT Dingo. Today we have my round 7 NRL tips for the whole round, so let's get straight into it. I'm doing it a different sort of way this time. This was requested by Nick from Australia. Let me know in the comments down below now if you prefer this sort of way, going through like the lineups and stuff, the ins and outs of each team, or if you just prefer the tips straight up. Because I'm interested to find out, because I can do, either way. So let's get straight into it. The first game, I'm on the NRL tipping site, by the way. I don't know how well I'm doing in the comps. I think I'm like 8th in entertains, 7th in Noah's. But this is going to be an interesting one to tip Thursday night. Let's look at the game info. Wow, very one-sided. The Panthers, 71%. Have tipped them. Penrith in 3rd, Rabbits in 8th. Panthers doing quite well this season, I think. Possibly surprising a few people. Let's have a look. Win-loss record, Panthers doing a lot better. Played 31 together. Penrith have won 16 and the Rabbits have won 15, so it's quite close between them. Let's look at the team list. I'm doing this on my iPad, by the way. So in the fullbacks, they've got Dylan Edwards and Latrell Mitchell staying at fullback. Maybe an interesting choice. I'm not sure. What do you guys think about Latrell Mitchell in fullback? It's okay, in my opinion, but, some people don't like it. Don't know. Jai, let me know, because you're obviously a Rabbits fans. The ins for Penrith, Brent Naden coming back, Jack Hetherington, Mitch Kenny, and Taron May. And the ins for the Rabbitohs, Corey Allen, Hame Sele, I don't want to pronounce that wrong. James Roberts is back, I believe, number 17 jersey for the Rabbits, which is good. Mark Nichols is also back, and Troy Dargan out for the Rabbitohs. Tom Amone, not sure how good he is for the Rabbitohs. I think Penrith have just been a bit too good lately, so I'm going to tip the Penrith Panthers 1-12. I think it would be a pretty close game. I'm going to go Penrith 18-14, I think. It'll be a nice, close clash. Moving on. Melbourne Storm, the New Zealand Warriors. This one, no-brainer for me. Storm should be winning this. I'm going to say 13 plus, not 1-12. Ins for Melbourne, Jerome Hughes, Josh Addo-Carr, Max King, Nico Hines, Paul Momirovski. And outs for the Storm is Marion Seve. The ins for the Warriors, Adam Pompey, Chanel Harris-Tavita, Isaiah Papali'i, Josh Curran, Ken Mamala. Why did I think it was Ben? And Livaha Pulu, sorry if I'm butchering any of these names. And outs is Eliesa Katoa and Wade Egan. Josh Addo-Carr's back. Very good for the Storm, as well as Jerome Hughes. I'm tipping the Melbourne Storm 13 plus. I think it'll be a pretty easy win for them. Sometimes the Warriors like to put up a fight against Melbourne. They might try and do that. I think they will, but I don't think it'll be enough. I'm going to say the Storm to win 28-12. I don't think it'll be a huge blowout, because I really don't think Melbourne are as good as they were last year. So yeah, a big Storm, but not by much. Let's see. 97% have gone with the Storm. Probably the 3% are just Warriors fans, but I could be wrong there. Alright, Roosters Dragons. I'm also going to pick the Roosters. We'll go 13 plus as well. Roosters have been doing brilliantly lately, and I don't expect them to do much different. Dragons, they've got 2 wins, but you got to remember who they've played, right? So, they're not that impressive. I mean, Sharks was okay. That was quite impressive. But the Sharks aren't great this year. No offense to Shea. Just the truth. Ins for the Roosters, we've got Lachlan Lamb, Lindsay Collins, Ryan Hall, and Sam Verrills. No outs for the Roosters. Ins for the Dragons is Billy Britton, Jackson Ford, Jason Saab, Corbin Sims, Tim Laffey, and Tristan Saylor. The outs is James Graham and Jordan Pereira. James Graham announcing his retirement, I believe, or just quitting the NRL. Didn't really have a good look, but I saw or heard about it. So that's kind of cool, I guess, unless you like him. But yeah, he probably needed to retire anyway. Tedesco, still in fullback. Luckily, he's all good after last week's big hit from Micah Sevo. But yeah, Roosters, 13 plus for me. An exact scoreline. I'll go 36-14. Right, Cowboys Knights. Cowboys are a little bit all over the place. Knights are doing really well lately, so I'm also going to pick the Knights 13 plus. I think they should blow it out. I think the Cowboys might put up a fight, so I think they'll win by 14. I think they'll just get over the 13 plus. I'm going to say Knights 24-10 in a pretty exciting game, I think it might be. The ins for the Cowboys: Jake Granville, Jordan McLean, Ruben Cotter, Shane Wright, and Tom Opacek. And the outs is Corey Jensen. Ins for the Knights: Brody Jones, Anari Tuwala, Pasami Solo, Phoenix Crossland, and Tata Moga. And the outs is Bradman Best. Ponga, fullback. He's got a lot of talent. So yeah, I think Ponga will step up in this game as well. Mitchell Pearce, Clemmer, Safidi will just be a little bit too much for the Cowboys. Let's have a look at how many people. 90% have tipped the Knights. How many in this game? 97, just like Storm game. So yeah, should be a pretty easy win. 10th versus 2nd. Moving on. Brisbane Broncos and the Gold Coast Titans. This one's a little bit tough. Both teams have not been impressive lately, but I think Brisbane are due a win. So I'm going to tip Broncos 1-12. I think this game will be quite boring. It's a nice rivalry, but you know, I just don't see the Titans winning this game. We'll have a look. 88% have gone with the Broncos. Agree with me there. 1-12. I'm going to say a close one. I think the Titans will put up a fight. We'll go Broncos 22-18 in. That'll probably be the only thing that makes it exciting for me. So yeah, we'll go Broncos. Ins for the Bronx: Ethan Bullimore, Jamal Hopewade, Reese Kennedy, Richard Kenner, Tessie Niu, Tom Dearden, Tyson Gamble, and the outs are Corey Pakes, Patrick Carrigan, and Thomas Flegler. The ins for the Knights: Beau Fermor, Dale Copley, Jared Wallace, Mitch Rain, Tyron Roberts. And the outs is young Tonamapaya. I think Xavier Coates has been really good for the Broncos lately. Loves catching those high balls, which is awesome for them. Isaac Luke joining the side last week, which was cool, but yeah, we'll go Broncos 1-12. Moving on. What a lot of people think will be this year's grand final. I'm not sure if that is still the case, considering the Raiders haven't been doing great so far. Let's have a look. Wow, 79% have gone with the Parramatta Eels now. That's probably the good choice to go with. Let me see. The ins for the Eels: they've got Brad Takarangi back in the side, Daniel Alvaro, David Gower, George Jennings, and Jai Field. Outs for the Eels is Penny Terapo. Ins: Bailey Simonson, Dynamis Louis, Matt Frawley, and Tom Starling. Raiders, they haven't been performing great, especially last week against Manly. They just couldn't find a try. Manly had a lot of injuries. So, I think the Raiders should have won that game. Even against the Tigers, that was probably not the best performance from them. Gonna pick an upset here. I'm gonna go the Canberra Raiders 1-12, definitely, not 13 plus. I think the Eels will put up a good fight. I'm gonna say the Raiders to win this game 26-22, and I think it'll be a better game than some people are expecting. I don't think many people seem to be that excited, but I could be wrong about this game. But yeah, I think 26-22 in a very close contest. Parramatta almost coming back at the end, but Raiders just hanging on. I think they'll want it after last week's performance. Moving on. Seagulls versus the Sharks. A lot of ins for Manly after last week's injuries. We've got Abbas Miski coming in, Cade Cust, Olakau Atu, I think that's how you pronounce it, George Tafua, Marty Tapau. Those two are very nice, and Toa Fafoa That's how you say it. Sipley. Should call him Sipley. Back in the side, the outs for Manly. Some big outs. Dylan Walker and Tom Trbojevic. Not happy about Tommy getting injured. Not happy about Dylan. Hopefully they're back soon. The ins for the Sharks. Connor Tracy, Jackson Ferris, Scott Sorensen and William Kennedy. No outs for the Sharks. I'm still going to say Manly. They proved last week that they can win. Or not last week. Well, yeah, kind of last week. But also last year. They can win without injuries. I'm sure without injuries, Manly would have done a lot better last week. But, you know, I see them. Let's have a look. 84% have gone with the Seagulls. I'm going to say a 13-plus win for Manly. And I'm going to go 26-12. Not a huge win, but not a small win either. I think it'll be a good game and an enjoyable game. Me versus Shay. Good luck, Shay, but most importantly, come on the Eagles at Central Coast. Manly have a good record there. Shouldn't be losing that one. And the final game, Sunday, we've got the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs taking on the West Tigers. Now, you know, a lot of people will be, obviously, finding this game hard to tip. In my opinion, it's not that hard to tip. Maybe, you know what, yeah, look at this. Look at everyone tipping the Tigers. That's exactly who I'm tipping. They always have one game where you got to tip a margin. I really annoy that it's this game. But, you know, it is hard to tip the margin a lot of the time. I've never got it even close. But the ins for the Bulldogs, Aiden Tolman, Jack Cogger, Lachlan Lewis, which is nice, Nick Meaney and Sione Katoa. The outs, Christian Crichton. Sione Katoa, did he just leave the Sharks? Or is that a different Sione Katoa? Am I missing something here? Hold on, what? What? Am I missing something here? Or am I just going mind blank? Hold on. Is there another Sione Katoa, or am I actually just... What happened? There's no outs for the Sharks. No, Sione Katoa is still on the side. Interesting. Maybe they just have a different Sione Katoa, because they both got the same name. So that's pretty interesting. There, yeah, different players. But yeah, I'm still going with the Tigers. The ins for the Tigers is Benji Marshall, big in. Billy Walters, Chris Lawrence, Elijah Taylor, Oliver Clark, Reese Hoffman, and Tommy Talau. Out, Alex Twal, Robert Jennings, and Zane Musgrove. I think the Tigers have been doing quite well recently. A good start last week, but the second half was shocking. So I'm gonna go the Tigers. Not a huge win, but I'll get over the line by... We'll go 18 points, just a nice little 18 points. I think that's kind of in the middle. So hopefully, you know, I can get that. But they are my tips for round 7. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Here's the ladder, or the comps that I'm in. So you guys see, I'm coming 5th in now as well. Actually didn't expect that. Jack Dempsey's been on top for a long time. Jai doing quite well. Everyone doing quite well. Entertain House just under me. Anyways, if you did enjoy this, please smash the like button, turn on bell notifications. See you next time. Bye.